I'm just swatching a new set of acrylic markers that I got from Temu. It seems like they are good. Who knew? And they are double-sided, so great in that term. Don't know if you can hear it, but I have a cold, so that's why my voice sounds like that. Okay, why 4 shades of pink? I don't know. Who needs it? Hi, Linda. Hi, Celine. So I'm just going to finish swatching this. If it's any interest to anyone, I can later on post a link to it. They seem quite nice, and you don't have to push on the tip to get it to work like the Posca pens that seem that they never work for me. Okay, just 2 more and I'm done with the swatching. Okay, so that's my my new acrylic paint markers. Finished the swatching. Seems they are good, which is great. And let's see if I can see the chat. That's always the struggle with this live. Okay. Hi, Teresa, Deborah, Sonia. Yeah, with acrylic markers, it's better to do not only on white. Then you can really see if they are good. It doesn't have to be black, but it's good to have something darker to check how they look. Hi, Joanne. Hi, Aussie gal. So, that was my new set that I finished swatching. Before I'm starting, I was going to continue what I've started last week. I wanted to do in my live today the cover for this journal with a fairy house in a tree bark, but because I wasn't sure I was going to do a live because of the cold I have, then I decided to go with something a little bit simpler, because with the cover that I want to do, I want to go over all the options for textures and how to do it, and it's all from things that everyone has at home, so it will be for another time. And today I'll do some abstract with all the paper scraps that I've got here. And before that, I just wanted to show you something. Hi, Jackie. I got tired of ruining my clothes with paint and glue, so I ordered an apron, but it could be personalized. I could pick any JPEG file, any picture, photo that I wanted, and they print it on the apron. I hope you can see that it's an apron. So I chose one of, this is one of my art journal pages from a long time ago, and that's what I picked for this apron. I tried to find this page in my journals, but couldn't. I already have got like more than 50 in kind of a almost like a library or set of shelves. So I try to um, find the original page so you can see how I took that photo and how it looks compared to the apron, but couldn't find it. So but I really like this idea that my art is on the apron. So now I just need to find other stuff that I can put my art on. So that was the apron, and we are moving on to the paper scraps. I don't know what is acrylic ink markers. Never seen them. I only know acrylic markers without the word ink in them. Okay, so I've got all kinds of collage paper, or as I like to call them, painty papers, and it's all over the place. Most of them are gel prints, some of them are just leftover paint that I've put on book pages, and all kind of ugly 12 by 12 that I use the backside again to just smear paint. So lots of stuff like that, leftover paint, leftover paint. These are the balloon dip papers, painty papers that I've done a long time ago. So all kinds of bits and pieces that I've got that I wanted to do something with. Here we go. I'm just going quite fast so you can see. These are all from my from the notebooks for leftover paint. All this just smearing. And so what I wanted to do is kind of abstract, and it doesn't have to be for those who don't like abstract. And you can take this project anywhere you want to go with any shapes that you like. I'm going for circles and not symmetrical circles. I'm going to just draw by hand, and whatever will be, just so you can see something. For it's basically like this. This of course were cut with punch, with punches, circle punches, and of course you can do flowers if you want to, and you can change and do other shape. I've got a video from a long time ago that I've done the same project with scraps of paper, but I went with some kind of shape like this, like a triangle, but that the corners are rounded. And I've done some kind of wacky flowers like that. So you can go with whatever shape that you want. I'm just going to go with some kind of circles. And I'm thinking about doing 3 circles on my page. I don't really need my page because I'm not going to prepare any kind of background. I'm thinking right now only of the three objects, circles that are going to be. Maybe later on I'll add something to the background. Let's see. I'm checking the chat. Hi, Juanita. Okay. I hope I haven't missed anyone. It wasn't intention. And I'm taking black permanent marker again because I'm doing it free and I don't care about symmetry. I'm going to do it with a marker. You can do your shapes with a pencil. Sorry. I think the cold that just affected my brain a little bit. I'm all stuffed. I wasn't sure I was going on live today, but here we are. So let's see. I'm hoping to not overthink it. I'm starting. Let's start with this kind of circle from this paper. I'm starting with the small circle that is going to be the start, and I'm going to go larger each time I pick a different painty paper. I'm also planning on some doodling. I don't know. I didn't even organize the papers in some kind of order. I'm really going about it very freely, randomly, and not overthinking. Okay, let's find another. No, too much of the same. I don't need all the orangey ones. I don't think I'm going to use them. I'm more in the mood for these colors today. Let's see. Let's take from here. I'm trying to pick interesting details, if it's the colors, if it's the stenciling or stamping, whatever. As you can see, my circles are not perfect. They are not supposed to be. But if you like symmetry, go for it. Do symmetrical circles. Okay, so I've got to start. Another interesting something. Let's take this one. So no, this will be nice on this. So I need to turn off the AC. It's blowing everything as usual. So I'm just putting my circle here so I can see, and again going around. I'm thinking that I need to switch to a larger journal because I can already see that 3 circles just won't fit here. I've got a larger one, so it won't be a problem. And if it was, then I would just go and cut smaller circles so it would fit. Okay, already starting to look interesting. I think I'll just work. Let's move this one and bring another one so I can see how it goes on the page. Let's pick, yeah, this is larger. Okay. Let's see. I think it would be interesting, so going for this one. And once again, using nail scissors just because it's easier to do curvy objects with them. Just using the curve to my advantage. You probably know it for those who are following my channel, and not for the ones that just dropped on this live by accident. Okay. Let's see. This could be interesting. Oops, super crooked. Not even resembling a circle. Okay. That's better. So right now it just doesn't look interesting. Took the wrong scissors. Yeah, starting to take shape. Okay, looking for something. Maybe this is interesting. I think, yeah, it will give me several colors. I decided that I'm not going to worry about crooked circles. It's an abstract, and it is what it is. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to leave this right now because I'm not sure if I will have enough space for another circle. I'm going to do the others and then we'll see if I need more. But I'm already loving this, just this. I'm loving it. It could be a flower in a minute. Okay, let's see. Something interesting for this one. Don't need this. Maybe blend, too blend, too boring. Yeah, let's go with this one. Okay. Already loving it. What can I say? Maybe go with green? No, it's just too much here. Too much. Not the colors that I'm using today. No, but it probably will work with this. So let's keep it here. And too much of the same. This could work. So easy. Anyone can do it. And you don't even have to have painty papers. Magazines can also be something interesting. Even in magazines, in the last pages, there are always some recipes and photos of the food, of course. And it's always very colorful and with all kinds of little details, so even that can be used. I'm just checking the chat. Thanks, Sonia. Shape. I was wondering for a little bit where do I have sheep? In the back 40. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Maybe this one. Let's go over others. Nope. And all these papers is just things that I don't know how I can accumulate. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, through time. And when you do painty papers, you just don't do one. There is no such thing as doing one painty paper. So you always find yourself with lots and lots of papers. Hi, Sparkleberry Shine. I don't know why, but my dyslexic brain, whenever I see your username, I'm thinking Blackberry Smoke, the band that I like. The things that go in the brain of someone who's dyslexic is something else. I'm not sure I'm liking this one. No, I need something a little. I think that I really like this one, so maybe I'll go and do another circle from it. The one that I discarded. Here we go. Okay, and now maybe this one or this one. Yeah, found it. Going on vacation next week. I so need it. I just need to get rid of this cold. Let's see. Already loving it. Now I'm just thinking if I want another circle or leave it be. I think I'll leave it be for now. Maybe I'll do smaller circles later on. So first I'll glue all this and we'll see. Some of the papers are just like deli paper or a paper placement, disposable paper placement. Some of them on thick 12 by 12 scrapbook paper. So I'm just using a stronger glue. If they were all from thin paper, then I would just use a glue stick. I'm doing it quite quickly. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just putting some glue and sticking. And that's it. Having fun. For goodness sake, move. Okay. Okay. This one here. I love this kind of project. It's like doing a patchwork. Okay, so what I wanted to do once I had this, I wanted to start doodling. And someone in one of my last videos asked me about doodling and creating patterns, and if I can do a video about it. Now, it's very simple and won't take a whole video to do, but I thought because I'm going to doodle here, I can do a quick, I don't know, explaining. So, the basic doodling or anything, whatever you want to call it, will start just with can start just with dots, simple dots that you can do with any marker. If you want them small ones, bigger ones, it doesn't have to be with a marker. You can take a stylus and acrylic paint and do dots, and of course dots can also create in other patterns. I can go and do dots like this, and I'm already creating another kind of pattern. And I can do dots like this and already created another kind of pattern. And of course all dots can create lines, so lines is the next thing that can create pattern, and it doesn't matter what kind of lines. You just repeat the same thing and that's what you will get. And it can be any kind of lines. And of course, even with lines, you start with a line, you graduate to other shapes. So this is the simplest thing that anyone can do. And of course, then you can do all kinds of things like that. There are also there are many videos of people who do geometrical mandalas, and they have all kinds of patterns that they are like perfecting. Like once the older people among us know that in school you had to practice your letters until they were perfect. I don't think nowadays they do it, but also with things like that, you can do it until you master whatever it is. All kinds of patterns can be done. You can make yourself some kind of, let's say, swatch, like when we swatch a kit of paint, then you can swatch all kinds of design that you can create until you find something that you like and you go with that. So it's very, very simple. It's just finding what you like. And come, of course, circles and spirals. And of course, things can connect. It can be a circle with a line and another circle with the line and all kinds of stuff. And it can be a circle with with a wavy line. So you just need to explore and find what you like. Yes, Zentangle also, yeah. I didn't remember the word for it. Hi, Evie. Bye, Aussie gal. Hi, Ellen. Okay, so of course there are many more shapes that can be done, but that's the basic and you can do whatever you like. So I'm liking what's going on here. And of course this can be turned into flowers in a minute just by, but I'm not going to do flowers because as I said I'm going for abstract today. But if this is my circle, then I can start just by doing things like that, and I will already have an abstract flower. Okay, and it doesn't have to be like this. It can be this shape. It really depends on you and your imagination. So I'm going to do some kind of circle here in the center, and from here, let's see, I'm feeling like wavy lines. That's what I feel like doing right now. Okay, I think I'll repeat it. Let's darken this. Yeah, I think I'll repeat it in all the circles. Maybe I'll change as I go, but right now I think the center at least will be the same for the 3 layered circles I've got. Yeah. Okay. And it doesn't have to be with black marker. You can pick whatever you want, any color that you want. And for this, especially if it's a doodling or Zentangle on this kind of papers, I think that gel pens will look best if you're not going for the black permanent marker. I'm already thinking that maybe let's move all the painty papers because I'm not going to use them right now, only if I will decide later on to add more circles. I'll bring in the gel pens. I'm thinking that I'm already going to put something. Let's see. Something that would be a little bit more visible, especially in darker areas, and it will just add more detail. So on light areas it won't show, but on the darker it will show. So now I've got dark and light colors on top. But again, it doesn't have to be gel pens. You can even do it with regular felt pens. Okay, let's see. I think I'm going to do, let's go some kind of wavy. Yep. This is super duper freeing. No thinking too much. Just having fun with shapes and colors. Okay, I want some dots in between, and let's see how this will work. Okay, nice. I'm just going over so it would be a little bit more noticeable, but it's not very critical to the whole. I'm just trying to put details on each circle tire, so it would be more interesting. Going a second time, so it would be a little bit more seen. Okay. Okay. Next. Oops. Let's see. It's all fixing here. I think I'm going with circles. Seems I'm holding up okay. Prepared a big box of tissues just if I will start sneezing, because that's what I've done for the last 3 days, just sneezed my every minute. Went with a tissue box everywhere. Okay. Ooh, this turned out so crooked. Yeah, okay. So now what do I want? I want something inside each circle. I just need to figure out what. Let's drink something. Oh boy, my sexy voice. Before it was so nasal, it was horrible. I think I sounded like a, what was it called? The TV series, The Nanny? Nanny Friend, something like that. The choices that you need to make. maybe maybe I'll just do a black dot. You can also, it doesn't have to be inside shapes. You can color like black around the circles. It will just create another kind of a pattern. Yeah. And now I don't sound like Fran Fine. Before I did. My voice was so nasal. I could almost do a country, at least Brooks and Dunn. Okay. Choices, choices. Mm. You know what? I'm thinking we are going outside the circle. Let's hope it will it will be nice. Oh, I think I'll take this away so I can move. Now all this stuff that I do freehand, you can do with all kinds of templates and rulers. It doesn't have to be like I'm doing. This is going to take time. I'm thinking that I really like this shape, but instead of doing more circles from paper scraps, I'm gonna do some elements just with the marker that will be in between, like circle, circle, and smaller ones, circle, and something that will echo the shape that I've got here, but with less details. I hope I'm not giving you vertigo with all this moving the paper. Wow, one finished, and I really like it. This, I don't know, this coronavirus. It's weird, but I really, really like it. What can I say? Sometimes this is the thing to do. No focal point, no elaborate layers in the background. Hi, Barbara. Hi to anyone that I missed. I can't always follow the chat. I'm trying from time to time to glimpse that way, because that's the whole point of the live. Second, and now the third. Almost. Okay, so we've got these three, I don't know, UFOs. And let's see. Maybe I'm debating if to do, as I said, something like that, but just with the black marker and smaller ones, or if to do more of the painty papers, because I really think that these three turned out so well that I don't want to drown them with more. So, well, I think I answered my own question. So I'm going with, I think I'll do maybe one here. Okay, so so it's going to echo this shape, but it won't take away from it. Not my usual style, but that's the fun of it, to try all kinds of stuff. I've done a page the other day, also with lots of doodling. Let's see if I can find it. I just, because I didn't have much time and I wasn't feeling well, I just started making lines, and then I just started coloring with watercolors. And after I've done that, I just started doodling, and it took a long time, but not in one sitting. Just each time that I had a little bit of time and enough that I could sit and do something. As that's how I've done this, and this is just something that I've printed a long time ago to make a drawing of a seahorse, and I just used what I've printed as a focal point. So this is also just doodling and having fun with the shapes. I think I'll add some color to this shapes, but very little, maybe just at the end of each, or maybe just the center will have some kind of color that picks from these papers, just to tie everything together. Not sure about it yet, but probably. I can also do a whole page just with a black marker. It doesn't even have to be with painty papers. Okay, I think maybe one here. One here. Mm, okay. Starting to take shape. 36 Celsius. Wow. We only got 32 the last few days. Yes. Anything that you will repeat will create a pattern, and all kinds of interesting stuff can get out of it. It doesn't even have to be a letter, it can be a number or numbers. Anything can create a pattern. Now, it's not something that I do a lot, but sometimes it just frees your mind and just let go without thinking, what will I do for a focal point? What other layer can I do? And of course, you use your scraps, all the little bits and pieces that are left from other projects can be. Now, I've done very large circles. You can do smaller ones. And as I said in the beginning, it can be any kind of shape, and you can do all kinds of stuff. I like that by changing the length of this lines, the whole shape changes. Like this looks more horizontal than the other ones, and I like that I have the variation. It's the same thing, but it's different. Last one. I need to drink something. Yay. Okay. So I've got this. Now I just need to pick some color. Let's see. Okay. And I'm adding another circle. I'm already loving it. Not sure if I need to add more. Let's see. Okay. I really like it. I'm not sure I need to add something here. But it just gave me a taste for more. I really like when I'm using my collage painty papers in this kind of projects. So I'm thinking what else I want to do, because I really like it. Maybe I need to make some flowers like I've done here. Maybe. Okay. Let's see. I'll just prepare some, so I will have, I'll choose smaller leftovers for the little bunch, like here. So we'll have it ready. And I won't do a lot, just enough to have some to play with in another page. And I'm picking, as I said, the smaller leftovers. So I have 3 sizes that I can play with. Not interested in these colors right now. And sometimes small pieces go to the garbage and I don't keep them. Sometimes, not a lot, but sometimes. Because enough is enough. Eh. Not good enough. Out. Get out. Okay. Another one bites the dust. When the paper is too thin, it just gets stuck in the punch. Another one that doesn't work with thin paper. Okay, I'm trying to remove what I don't need because I've got too much here. I need to punch from this one. Let's see. Okay. And another one got stuck. Good enough. Not good. Not good. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, already I've got 5 potential flowers to play with. And I had an idea. Let's see. First I will glue at least one. No, I want to ink around the edges first. I can also, instead of using an ink pad, I can also go with the black permanent markers, but I decided to go easy with the ink pad. I'm not trying to center. I think they are more interesting when they are not centered. So that's how I go about it. And just because I have a paper clip here, I thought if I can do something like this on a paper clip to add to all kinds of journals, it can work. And I know what I'm going to do. Just another, this is just scrapbook paper, and oh, not the size that I needed. Here we go. Let's see if I can do it. I'm taking this one here at the bottom paper. I'm putting the paper clip here and taking some glue. It will probably also work faster with hot glue gun, but right now that's what I'm going to try. And I will hold it until it's dry so it won't move. I'll just hold it with this bulldog clip. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do with these flowers. Just one more element for the journals. So let's first inking, just so you will see what I'm talking about. If that's the page in the journal, I can now put it like this. I'm just not doing it just by the edge of it because it's still wet. It needs to be dry. Oops, I've done it. Managed to take out the paper clip, so no patience. Okay, I'll let it sit. I think after this I will say bye-bye. I'm wilting here. Here we go, another one. Let's check the chat. Okay. I can also doodle on these ones if I want to. Right now, I'm just leaving them as is. Not sure if I want to add more details, but I can. As I said, this can be turned into a flower very easily. Okay, I'm at the end of my rope. So it is what it is. Okay, are there any questions for me or anything that you want to see in future videos or whatever comes to mind? Let's see. Any questions for me? Okay, next week there is no live, but there will be a video. I've got so many stuff that I've already done, uploaded, and waiting to release. And I hope you like it. And I hope that when I do the next live, we will do the fairy house on the cover of the journal. So that's it for me. And thank you everyone for coming in and participating. It's really fun to have some feedback. So thank you for watching. I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye for now.